Hello, everybody. Several questions always remain unanswered, such as should we eat sugar? Why sugar is called white poison? What is sugar confectionery? Do you know how sugar found its way into human consumption? The answer is as a medicine sweetener. Well, astonished? Yes, it was initially used to sweeten the medicines to suppress their bitter taste. But over the years, people have found that eating sugar can be really bad for your health. Now, when sugar has already strengthened its roots in human life, can you imagine a world without sugar? Of course, no. Then, what do you need to do? Moreover, we have several questions that what is sugar? From where does it come? Is it a chemical or produced naturally? Is it really as dangerous as considered? And why do we keep producing it if it is so dangerous for health? Before we find the answers of these questions, let me introduce you. I'm Dr. Ammar, Assistant Professor, Food Science and Technology, the Islamia University of Bahawalpur. In this lecture, I'm going to tell you what are sugars, what is sugar technology, and what is sugar confectionery. Let me ask you first, do you know how much sugar is manufactured worldwide? What are different types of natural sugars? Why sugars are so important in our life? What are the drawbacks of using sugars? Okay, let's find the answers to these questions. Sugar is an important industry of the world. The total worldwide production of table sugar is almost 177 million metric tons in 2014. Since the above data provided by FOStat was for year 2014, we looked for some other credible production data sources such as Pakistan Sugar Manufacturer Association. They told that the total worldwide production of sugar was 177 million metric tons in year 2019 as well. Brazil was the largest sugar producer with a total production of 34 million metric tons. Pakistan stood 7th in the chart of sugar manufacturers with a total production of 6.1 million metric tons. In addition, the worldwide raw sugar consumption was about 23 kilograms. The people of Cuba have the highest raw sugar consumption, that is 54 kilograms, while Pakistani and Chinese people eat about 25 and 12 kilograms respectively. FOStat is an interesting database. I shall separately teach you how to use its search for the authentic production and consumption data. There is a general misconception in the minds of people that sugar is a synthetic chemical, but in contrast to the general perception, actually it's naturally produced by green plants. Green plants produce glucose during the process of photosynthesis. The process of photosynthesis is represented by the following equation. This is glucose. It is the simplest sugar and is a monosaccharide. It is also called dextrose. Its ring formula is here. The plants convert the glucose into sucrose by the action of several enzymes such as sucrose phosphate synthase, sucrose phosphate phosphatase, and by sucrose synthase. Sucrose is common household sugar which is generally eaten at home, and it's also known as table sugar, and it is its ring formula. A sucrose is a disaccharide of dextrose and levulose, which is also called fructose. Its formula is C12H22O11. Its structural name is alpha D glucopyranosyl beta D fructofuranoside. So, can we define sugars here? Sugars belong to the class of carbohydrates that is sweet in taste, have crystalline structure, white in color, and is soluble in water. Some other natural sugars which we are familiar with other than sucrose and glucose include lactose, fructose, and maltose. Almost all plants produce glucose. The sweetness of milk is attributed to lactose, which is also called milk sugar. Fructose is called fruit sugar. It's mainly present in fruits and honey. Maltose is another form of natural sugar which is obtained from barley. The next question is how sucrose is manufactured industrially. Not every plant is suitable to be industrially processed for the isolation of sucrose. Sucrose and sugar beet are the two important plants which are used to extract sucrose in the sugar mills. And the art of manufacturing sugar crystals is called sugar technology. Initially, raw sugar is produced, which is about 97% pure sucrose. In the next day, refined sugar is produced, which is about 99.9% pure sucrose. The byproducts produced during the manufacture of sugar from sugarcane include molasses and bagasse. The products which are made up of sugar as major ingredient are called sugar confectionery. The ingredients may include flavors, milk, color, creams, butter, etc. The confectionery products are generally given shapes by molds. Sugar confectionery is a major industry of the world. I shall give a separate lecture about sugar confectionery. There are several benefits of sugar in our daily life, for which it is globally produced. It gives sweet taste to our food. It's also used as a thickener in many foods such as ice cream. It is also used as a humectant in bakery products such as cakes. It takes it keeps them moist, soft and fresh. Moreover, it makes soft drinks heavier and pleasing. In addition, it is also an important preservative for fruits and fruit products. It's used to enhance the shelf life of jams and candied products and murabba. We already have told above that sugar is the primary ingredient of the confectionery products. Additionally, sugar is the primary flavoring agent in most of the food products. It produces flavor by two chemical processes, namely caramelization and Maillard reaction. And of course, it is used to coat and mix with medicines mainly to mask their bitter taste. And finally, sucrose is also used as a primary ingredient in the industrial production of many important chemicals, including sorbitol, ascorbic acid, lactic acid, oxalic acid, plasticizers such as sucrose octoacetate, biodegradable surfactants, and ethanol. Sucrose is a quick source of energy. When it's orally taken, it raises the blood sugar level within 5 minutes, which is extremely harmful for your health. Can you explain it with the help of an example? Another problem with sucrose is that it's carcinogenic and damages your teeth. Sugar above certain levels is converted into glycogen and fats, and its most dangerous outcome is obesity, and that causes cardiovascular diseases. And finally, it can cause diabetes, which is considered mother of many diseases globally. Finally, can you imagine a world without sugar? Of course, you will say no. Just remember, the excess of everything is bad. We should opt for a moderate usage of sugars and sugar confectionery. And of course, we can also go for sugar alternatives. What are sugar alternatives? We will discuss in a separate lecture. After this lecture, can you tell me what are the various examples of natural sugars? What is the difference between cane sugar and sugar cane? Why sugar is called a white poison? And who are the most sugar producers and consumers in the world? Thank you very much.